The end of the Superspeedway Swing in the Gatorade Cup Series heads to Daytona Beach, Florida at the Daytona International Speedway. This is the Pepsi 400, but this is different Pepsi 400. Normally, the past 9 seasons, it's been run under the lights. This time, under the daytime sun, because the 500 was run under the lights. Ryan Brown, the 6th, winner at Talladega, a few races ago, has won the pole for today's race. Outside second is teammate Marcus Sacchi, the 17. Then third is Kashawn Richardson. Fourth, we have Jonathan Buford. And rounding out the top 5, Dale Lennon, who comes in as the points leader. 6th place is second in points, Jose Mills. In 7th, we have Nathan Stapleton. 8th is Jake Richardson, subbing for Keegan Thompson after a terrible crash Thompson suffered at the Pensacola race. So wishing Keegan a speedy recovery for the rest of the season. In 9th, we have Jeff Bright. And Derek Hamlin rounds out the top 10, the 20 car. The rest of the field is Cole Luigi, inside of him, Casey Neco, the 43. Then there's Luke Rainey and Riley Sampson, the 40, with Trey Rainey and Carter Friesen, the 34. And we have Levi Shones and Eli Bright, the 88, with Max Anderson and Edwin Mendez, the 11. And there's TJ Hanley and Anthony Hernandez, the 4, with Adam Garcia and Zachary Fitzwater, Sr. And there's Steve Morgan and Scott Gregory, with Roman Fenway and Justin Zidell, the 10 car. And we have Michael Gregory and Riley Spurley, with JJ Reed, the helmet cam for today's race. Outside 55, Anthony and Charles Bois. And there's Carson Bowers and Griffin Lynn, with Isaac Nichols and Nathan Ormond, William Bullen and Marshall Burrell, Sebastian Kukulon, Anthony Fox, and final row, 41st, Jacob Yapez, 42nd, 78 car of Jay Jefferson. There's our 42 car field for the Pepsi 400 at Daytona, the second race of Daytona this season. Let's go to tracks and fire the race engines up.
Drivers, start your engines!
Go ahead, fire up. Stay still here. Exit, fire up.
42 cars rolling off the starting grid for the end of the Superspeedway Swing in the Gatorade Cup Series here at Daytona. So coming in the big storyline, Roush Fenway Racing. They swept the front row with Brahma Marcus Sacchi, and their other driver, Nathan Stapleton, starts in the 7th position. So Roush Fenway Racing has all 3 of their cars inside the top 7 to start here at Daytona. Very fast race cars. We'll see if they can get it done at the end after 24 laps of action. Other big news, the bigger plates being used here at Daytona means some higher speeds, and definitely going to be an interesting race for sure. This is going to be the fastest the Gatorade Cup Series cars have ever gone here at Daytona in the Gatorade Cup Series. And for Keegan Thompson, Jake Richardson behind the wheel of 15, hoping for Thompson to have a speedy recovery for the rest of the season. Richardson will be in the car in the 15. Pace current point for laps of the World Center of Racing. Green flag is in the air. We're racing in Daytona Beach, Florida. Marcus Sacchi is strong. Went from the top of 3 without any help to clear and lead lap 1. So the 17 car from second starting position leads the first lap of the race. Richardson is second, but now Nathan Stapleton jumps low, trying to help his teammate out. Nathan Stapleton grabs second away with help from Jeff Brent in the 5 cars. Marcus Sacchi pulls away to a nice gap in the 17. That car is strong here so far earlier in the race. He went from the top of 3 wide, didn't have any drafting up whatsoever. He made it work to get clear to turn 3 and passed the 6 and the 3 down low. Sacchi might have a great race car trying to win here today. He comes down with his teammate to cover the spot. Jeff Bright rides in 3rd with Casey Neco in 4th. Trey Rainey moved to 5th in the 18 car. He's had a great Superspeedway Swing in the Gatorade Cup Series so far. He's actually moved up in points just outside the top 10. He has a shot to try and make the chase. He has that win earlier in the season to back him up if something more to go ride, try and get the wild card. It's still Sacchi leading. Stapleton riding in 2nd right now. As Roush Fenway Racing staying organized, they're staying committed to each other, loyal, not want to break each other's trust at the front. Bright rides in 3rd, might have to force Stapleton to make the move here off turn 2, because the 5 might make it first, and you don't want to get shuffled back trying to protect your teammate. You'd rather make the move for yourself. But Jeff's going to make it to the bottom of the racetrack on Nathan Stapleton. He's going to shuffle the 16 out right there. He tried to come down, but no clearance there to the inside. Trey Rainey went high in the 18 car. Hernandez, the 4, comes to the bottom of the racetrack. Stapleton getting a nice boost on the outside from Trey Rainey. Can he get clear? Exiting the tri-oval. Stapleton and Jeff Bright side by side, and Sachi pulls away in the 17. Now 3 wide for P2. Hernandez to the bottom of the racetrack, the 4 car. For Anthony, it's been a horrible season, miserable season. We'd love to get a win. Daytona, the biggest track we go to in terms of prestige. Hernandez would love to win here today, but he moves up and allows the inside of Zachary Fitzwater Sr. for a second. He has to do something to catch Marcus Sachi, who's pulled away to a nice gap. 2-3 Carlings has second place, Anthony Hernandez. Scott Gregory for third. And right there, that could put Stuart Haas Racing second and third in the inside lane. It would be second, third, and fourth as well, because the 10 Zidell's on the bottom. So how about that for Stuart Haas? Here comes Hernandez for the lead. Exit of turn 4 to the tri-oval. Side by side for the lead. Sachi leads the lap. Hernandez to the inside. 20 to go. Excuse me, 21. Yeah, 20 to go. Hernandez with his 2 teammates behind him. 4, 14, and 10. First, second, and third for Stuart Haas Racing. Here comes Jake Richardson. His first Cup start this season. How big would it be if he could get a good result? Zidell for second, down the backstretch on his teammate Scott Gregory. Jake Richardson looks to go 3 wide for P2. Scott Gregory, power move on the outside to get clear. Richardson to third. Here comes JJ Reed, the helmet cam, that 46 car. Moving on the inside for fourth. Let's go on fourth and see what he's seeing. How about that move? They made 3 and 4. But up to the front, Jake Richardson leads his first race of the season, his first race of the season. His first laps led of the season come in his first race of this Gatorade Cup Series Season 10. Griffin Lynn moves on the 7 car. He'll take the top spot through 1 and 2. Max Anderson goes 3 wide to P2. Help from Kashan Richardson in the 3 car. As the pack was spread out a little bit ago, but now packed together, solid 3 wide, 3 by 3 in the pack. Max Anderson in front of Isaac Nichols. He moves up down the back, allows the 3 of Kashan Richardson in the inside lane. Couldn't quite get beneath the 7 of Lynn. Griffin's going to shut the door down low in front of that 3 car. Kashan getting a nice boost from Kukulon off turn 4 of the race. Jay Jefferson started 4 second. He's now up on the inside to 4th. Richardson to the left for the lead. And Kukulon goes 3 wide to 51. 3 wide at the start-finish line. Lynn led the lap, but the inside is Kukulon. Here comes Jeff Pez. He's won so many of these Super Speedway races across many different series. Inside lane for that third 2 car. Moving for second. Adam Garcia with him, the 22, tries to get back in a rhythm. So he's fallen in points greatly in the last few races. Yepez down the back. He'll move up to the middle of the racetrack. Adam Garcia moves to the bottom of the 22. They go 3 wide for P2 down the backstretch. Jose Mills second in points. On the inside, pushing Garcia forward. They'll get to second and third. Craziness here at Daytona so far. As Kukulon comes off turn 4, he'll lead at the start-finish line. Adam Garcia will be second. Jose Mills will be third. Michael Gregory now up to 4th in the 41 car. Here comes Dale Lenning, our points leader. He's up to 5th, the 47 car. And then we'll get to Kukulon into turn number 1. 51 staying out front. Garcia still second. Mills still third. Dale Lenning to 4th in the 47. Help from Levi Jones, the 21 car, with Anthony Fox on the inside as well. Fox, a heartbreaker at Pensacola, leading on the last lap. And Eli Bright in second had no help, but Eli somehow made the pass on the 38 and made it stick in 3 and 4 and got the win. Fox ended up in second that race. Jose Mills made the move for a second on Garcia, but the 22 gets clear on the outside in the draft of the 51. Dale Lenning actually goes behind the 47. Jones to the inside with Fox. How about Dale Lenning shuffling himself out? Maybe didn't want to get up to the front this early. Wanted to try and fall back, just stay back there for a little bit. Now for third. Jones to the inside. Mills as Kukulon continuously in the 51. Anthony Fox looking 3 wide. The 38 wants to redeem himself after Pensacola. He's up to P3 on the inside lane. He has Michael Gregory, champion of the series, and Diego Yepez, so great at the Super Speedway races, just behind them. Front two are clear and spread out. 3 wide for third. Goes Michael Gregory to the bottom. The 41 takes it. Diego Yepez will move for fourth. How about Dale Letting? He found a way in line. He's now fifth. And he has Luke Rain behind the 2 car. Luke would love to win here at Daytona in the Gatorade Cup Series. Maybe his favorite racetrack on the schedule. If not, it's definitely inside the top 5 for sure. He would love to win. Anyone would love to win at Daytona, but Luke especially. Michael Gregory moves for second. He said, hey, Adam Garcia's not making any moves on this 51 car. We have to shuffle him out. And Gregory did just that. So Michael now up to P2. Push from Dale Lightning to get that spot. Now he moves up down the back. Lightning moves low with Yepez, the 32. Can Michael Gregory get clear that 47 under 3? It's going to be tight. He did get down in front of the 47 by inches. But still, Sebastian Kukulan leading in the Pepsi 400 Daytona. Michael Gregory hard charge in second with Dale Lightning in third. Off 4, you see Gregory trying to block right there. Made sure the 47 didn't advance to the bottom of the racetrack. Gregory keeps second on the back of the 51. Kukulan now is the exit of the tri-oval. He'll make the move. Dale Lightning goes with them. Coordinated. That was coordinated. Those spotters have gotten together, talked to each other. Gregory said, we gotta make the move now. Lightning spotter said, hey, make it, go with them. And he pushed Michael Gregory clear, but now the 47 wants 5 bonus points for leading a lap. And remember, you lead a lap 5 bonus points, then 5 more if you lead the most laps. And right now, the most laps goes to Sebastian Kukulan. They're now 3 wide to the bottom. It's Steve Morgan, the 35 car. Steve Morgan, he'll take it off turn 4. He has Levi Schoen's last season's champion with him. For Schoen's been a bad season. Probably not going to win the championship, not going to have a shot to win the championship. But a win or 2 could go a long ways. Here's we're halfway in the Pepsi 412 laps to go. Caution free so far. 3 wide racing all night long. Steve Morgan leads, but now they're looking 3 wide. Isaac Nichols is on the 48. Something interesting I found out. After Pensacola, when Eli Bright won that race, that was his 10th Gatorade Cup Series win. He's at 10. That's tied for second with Dan Bandon. Levi Schoens has 11. That's the most. So Eli Bright is actually pressuring Schoens right now to try and beat that record. And he could possibly do it this season because the 80 has been on fire this season. They're up top 5 in points. Schoens has been very, very slow, inconsistent. He's down below the top 30 in points. Isaac Nichols is a driver who needs some momentum on his side. He won at Kentucky, was top 10 in points, but now has faltered at this point in the season. And he's down below the top 25 in points. He has a win. He can try and get a wild card spot and get all 400 cars in the chase. He leads with 11 to go in the Pepsi 400. But Justin Idell also needs momentum. 16 Fs this season. He got top 5 at Pensacola. He's looking to try and get another top 5. It would be his second straight this season. He definitely needs some momentum as well. And Trey Rainey has the momentum, the 18 car. He's had a great few races. He's now up to 11th in points in a wildcard spot. He has a shot trying to make the chase in Season 10, go for his first ever Gatorade Cup Series championship. He's a Pennzoil Truck Series champion back in Season 1. He's inside Justin Zidell to get to P2. Jonathan Buford with him, the 1 car. How about Nathan Orman, the 24 on the inside? He's top 10 in points. Looking for some more, though, because he's just inside the top 10. Jonathan Buford 3 wide with up from the 24 car. 10 laps of racing remain in Daytona. Look at Trey Rainey trying to go to the middle of Isaac Nichols. I don't know if it's going to work, but a big move out of the 18. Look at Buford. Can he get there? Nichols shuts the door down low. Buford going to be second off turn 2. Now it's Nathan Orman making the move on the 1 car, trying to get up to his teammate Isaac Nichols down the back. Can he make a Hendrick 1-2? That's going to be no, because here comes Buford's teammate called Luigi. So now can Chip Ganassi Racing teammates work together at the front? They're right now second and third, Buford and Luigi. They both had just kind of mediocre seasons. Not much happening for either one of them, so I'm sure they would love to finish well here at Daytona for their boss, Chip Ganassi. Luigi, though, wants it himself. He makes the move on Buford for a second. Isaac Nichols loving it. He's out front leading. And Nichols won the Target Series race here last night, so he knows how to win at Daytona. He'd love to do it in the Gatorade Cup Series. Be some great momentum. He'll come down, cover the spot off Riley Sampson, the 40 car, who moves to the bottom of the racetrack. How about Riley Spurley, too, with Sampson? So the Rileys go to second and third off turn 2. We'll see if they work together. Down the back stretch, Riley Sampson moving up in the draft of the 48 car. Scott Gregory goes 3 wide for the lead. Sampson to Nichols to his inside. Scott Gregory, push from William Bullen. How about Bullen? Haven't talked about him all day. He's up on the inside. He's up to 4th. How about Eli Bright, winner of Pensacola last race? Up on the inside. He has a shot to win here today in Daytona, make his 11th Gatorade Cup Series win for the time for Levi Schultz for the most. 8 laps remain in the Pepsi 400 Daytona. The first ever 400 run under the daytime sun. And it's been an amazing one so far. It's been caution-free and 3 wide all day long. But it's Riley Sampson out in front now in the 40 car. William Bullen, good move to second off turn 2. Eli Bright moves low in the 88 with Nathan Stapleton behind him. Down the back they race. Who's going to have it timed right here in Daytona? At this point, if you're on the outside, you want to get back as quick as you can. We're coming to 7 to go. And track position could be big. It could be hard to pass at some point. Maybe tires are starting to wear and you just can't get the grip through the corners and keep it stuck. You have to lift a little bit. Bullen trying to get to Riley Sampson, just doesn't have any help to get by him. 7 laps of racing to go in Daytona. Bullen over the back of Sampson. Here comes Stapleton for second. The 16 breaks out of line. And Trey Rainey's found his way back down to the bottom lane. Inside Jonathan Beeford to get to 4th. Casey Nackel with them, the 8 in the 43 car. Can Bullen get in line 3rd now? I think he's going to be able to. How about Nathan Stapleton? Talk about Roush Sherman Racing, having some fast race cars. Stapleton qualified 7th. Now back up to the front. Inside for the lead off to turn 3. Stapleton and Sampson go side by side. Nathan's got the advantage through 3 and 4. His first Cup victory came at Talladega. Here comes Trey Rainey off turn 4. Back to the start-finish line. 6 laps of racing to go at Daytona. Stapleton trying to block Trey Rainey. The 18 over the back. I think Trey may have lifted just a little bit right there. Maybe gave Stapleton a little bit of a break. He's not going to give him one turn 1, though. To the inside and powering by. Trey Rainey to the front in Daytona. Casey Nanago up to second, the 43. Rainey moves up. Now Nanago moves low. How about Marcus Sachi? Dominated early on. Had a fast race car. Fell back. Now he's back to the front when it counts. Look at that move out of the 17. Big run. Big push from Fenway as well to make that happen. 5 to go at the start-finish line. JJ Reed with the helmet cam back up to 4th in the 46. Sachi pulls out for the lead on Trey Rainey. When he got out front last time, it took him about 3, 4, 5 laps to get by. With 5 to go, he's inside Trey Rainey. They go side by side off to turn 1. Trey led the lap. Now Sachi, though, going to get in turn 1 out to the front. JJ Reed, the 46, looking for second. He has Marshall Burrow, Daytona 500 champion, behind him. Burrow looking to sweep the Daytona race in the Gatorade Cup Series Season 10. Can he get it done? But it looks like Jay Jefferson going to put him to the middle of the racetrack. Let's go aboard JJ Reed and see how he can try and make this pass on Marcus Sachi. JJ Reed could not anticipate the move out. Jay Jefferson tried to pull low, then pulled back up, and then the 78 made the move after he pulled back up. Jefferson to second. He started 42nd in this race. Down the back they race. Can anyone get up past Marcus Sachi, who was dominant early on and now leads the race? Jefferson trying to clear Charles Blanc to keep second. Down in front of the 55 he comes. 3 to go this time by in the Pepsi 400 Daytona. Marcus Sachi leads the way. Jay Jefferson looking for a run. Can't get to the inside quite yet. 3 laps remain in the Pepsi 400. Front 6 are single file and clear. Charles Blanc makes the move first. Hernandez goes with. 19th Carson Bowers out of line. Puts Hanley to the top. Bowers has a nice run going to the 4 of Hernandez. Carter Friese coming on the inside. Hanley shuffles down line. Jay Jefferson out of line. Down the back they race. Can anyone make the move on Marcus Sachi? Hernandez looks on Charles Blanc to go 3 wide. Gonna stay with the 55 for now. Charles Blanc, nice run at the end of the back stretch. Can't make the move though. 17:55 come down. Who has timed it right in Daytona? Who can make the move for the win is the question. Off of 4. 5 miles left, 2 to go in Daytona. Marcus Sachi leads the way. They're single file. Charles Blanc's backing up to Anthony Nez, but the 19 didn't see that. Now the 4's trying to block the 19. They'll go 3 wide. Carson Bowers 3 wide. Does Hanley go with them? They have to get lined up somehow. The 17th pull away because of that. Off 2. Carson Bowers trying to get the run from Hanley. 2 toys on the bottom of the racetrack, trying to catch the Ford of Marcus Sacchi. Down the back to race. That's a nice push. But can they get to Marcus in time? Off to 3. Carson Bowers won at Rockingham earlier in the season. Hanley is the past Daytona 500 champion. Carter Friesen's not won this season. Back to the start-finish line. Marcus Sacchi leads the way in the 17. Bowers rides in second, Hanley in third. Last lap in the Pepsi 400 Daytona. Marcus Sacchi leads with Bowers in hot pursuit in second. All those 3 are single file. We'll see what happens off turn 2. Can the Hanley stay with the 19, give him a nice push to get by the 17? Those 3 break away off turn 2 and down the back for the final time. Sacchi, Bowers, and Hanley. Oh, TJ made the move first. Bowers, that could be all over. Marcus Sacchi might just win this race. Can Bowers get clear? He does, but it might be too late. The 17 dominated early on. Now got back out in front late in the race. Holding off Carson Bowers off turn 4. Can the 19 make any sort of move? He cannot. Back to the checkered flag. Marcus Sacchi and Restaurant Racing win at Daytona. Sacchi has won the Pepsi 400. 2 of the 3 Superspeedway Swing races have gone to Roush Racing. Ryan Brommer at Talladega. Marcus Sacchi here at Daytona. Sacchi dominates and possibly, I think, led the most laps en route to the victory here in the Daytona race. Let's go see the finishing results. Here's how they finished in the Pepsi 400 at the Daytona International Speedway. We didn't have a caution flag here today, and 10 lead changes, 10 different drivers led laps here today in Daytona. Marcus Sacchi out front early, then fell back, and then out front late. He led 9 laps, the most of anyone to get to victory lane here at Daytona. Carson Bowers could not make the move in second. TJ Hanley tried in third. Jose Mills, a new points here at the 4th place, and Justin Zeidel rounds out the top 5. Anthony Fox in 6th, 7th for Griffin Lynn, 8th Kashawn Richardson, 9th Anthony Nez, and Levi Shones rounding out the top 10. How about Jake Richardson, his first race of the season, 11th for him. Sebastian Kukulon, probably the only other driver besides the 17 that could hold the lead, ends up in 12th. Carter Friesen 13th, Sharploff 14th, Michael Gregory in 15th, and Derek Kimmel 16th. Jay Jefferson falls back to 17th, Nathan Stapleton 18th, Roman Fenway 19th, and JJ Reed rounds out the top 20. Riley Sampson in 21st, Steve Morgan 22nd, Marshall Burrow ends up in 23rd, so the Daytona sweep did not happen for him here today. 24th, Max Harrison, Nathan Ormond in 25th, and Zachary Fitzwater Sr. ends up in 26th, Trey Brady 27th, Riley Sprague 28th, Edwin Mendez 29th, and 30th for Dale Lightning. Then Adam Garcia 31st, William Bull in 32nd, Cole Luigi 33rd, Eli Bright, last race winner in 34th, and John Buford 35th, and Scott Gregory 36th, Jeff Bright 37th, 38th for Isaac Nichols, 39th Casey Nacco, and 40th for Luke Rainey, 41st Diego Yepes, and 42nd Ryan Brommer. So how about that? The drivers we talked about were great at this style of racing. Isaac Nichols, Luke Rainey, Diego Yepes, Ryan Brommer. They finished down at the bottom. Nichols in 38th, Rainey 40th, Yepes 41st, and Brommer from the pole falls back and finishes 42nd. He never saw the front after he fell back to 6 cars. 6 cars obviously not up to pace in terms of race pace. Let's now go see the point standings. Halfway through the Gatorade Cup Series season number 10, this is how the points look. Jose Mills, 10th top 10 of the season, ties him with Dale Lightning for the most. He moves up into the points. He's 11 ahead of Lightning, who falls to 2nd. Marshall Burrow is now 3rd, Griffin Lynn 4th, Riley Sampson in 5th. Eli Bright falls down to 6th. Carson Bowers is 2nd place, moves up to 7th, so he's actually into the chase now. He was just in a wildcard spot. Riley Spurley-Tube is 8th, 9th for Jay Jefferson, and Nathan Ormond holds the final spot inside the top 10. He's actually tied with Jefferson, so tie for 9th. That's where the bubble is right now. Trey Rainey 11th, Jeff Bright falls to 12th, Adam Garcia 13th, Sebastian Kukulon 14th, Roman Fenway 15th, and Nathan Stapleton 16th, 17th, Carter Friesen, Justin Zeidel 18th, Marcus Sacchi's first win of the season up to 19th, and Max Anderson rounds out the top 20. As you see right there, wildcard spots, Trey Rainey 11th, Jeff Bright in 12th. Trey is only 34 points outside the top 10, Jeff is only 39 out, so they have a shot to try and get up inside the top 10, and if they do they knock out 2-time winner Jay Jefferson, 1-time winner Nathan Ormond, 1-time winner Carson Bowers. It's pretty close right now. And they have Kukulon back in 14th and Marcus Sacchi's new win in 19th. So they want to try and get there and have a shot at the wildcard spot as well. William Bull in 21st, Anthony Fox 22nd, Cole Luigi 23rd, JJ Reed 24th, and Luke Rainey in 25th. TJ Hanley 26th, Diego Yepes 27th, 28th for Edwin Mendez, 29th Zachary Fitzwater Sr., 30th for Scott Gregory. Big news for Keegan Thompson, obviously not racing for the rest of the season. He's 31st now in points. This was big for drivers like Bolin and Fox and Luigi because Keegan Thompson came in 20th in points. So it's a spot for them to try and gain and be closer to the top 20 points. Anthony is 32nd, 33rd, Isaac Nichols 34th, Charles Bois 35th for Michael Gregory. Then Casey Neco 36th, Levi Shones 37th, 38th, Ryan Bomber 39th, Kashawn Richardson, and 40th for Steve Morgan. Obviously, these drivers down here, 41st, John Thiefer, and then 42nd, 43rd, and 44th have not raced all season. Derek Bouchard in 42nd, Derek Hamill 43rd, and Kashawn Richardson in the 44th position in points. So we're halfway done with the Gatorade Cup Series season number 10. 19 races remain to crown a champion. Will it be a 10th champion? Will we get our first repeat champion in the Gatorade Cup Series? The next points race will be at the Bristol Dirt Track for the Sharpie Dirt 500. But before we go to there, there's an exhibition race in the Gatorade Cup Series next race. Gatorade Cup Series will go international. We're going to go across the Atlantic Ocean to the United Kingdom, where we're going to be going to the Rockingham Motor Speedway, Rockingham, UK, for a 21-driver exhibition race. And 21 invited drivers will take part in that race. It should be a fun one, and could it possibly pave a future for the Gatorade Cup Series in the United Kingdom? We're going to find out during the exhibition race. So I'll see you guys for that.